Fisk unit. Fisk unit. What's good, y'all? Fist Vegas, the hardest voice of sports. Go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe to the Fist Schooner while you at it. Y'all know what time it is. If you ain't with it, you best get with it. Now let's rock. Alright, look. Hit that sub button. Alright, Big Fist versus the algorithm. Alright, we gotta conquer this YouTube algorithm. The only way to do that is to make every single view count. So if you want to support me, sub up, like up, hit the notification bell. Alright, now listen. Davante Adams should be a New York Giant next year. Or something like Davante Adams. Now, at the end of the day, the Giants want to win a Super Bowl next year. That's the goal. This year is the happy-go-lucky season, okay? It's like this in every single sport, bruh. It's not just football. Every single sport, when you have a young core and you get a taste of playoff experience, the next season, you expect a championship. That's the transition. There is no... This ain't the 80s where Jordan get to lose 7 years before he won a title. It don't work like that no more. You go to the playoffs. That next season, you want that trophy. Look at basketball. You got the Memphis Grizzlies. They smoke Steph Curry in the play-in. They get annihilated in the first round. And what were they last year? The number 1 seed in the West, or the number 2 seed, something like that. And they were competing for a title last year. Last year, after making the playoffs, they came out on a mission. They wanted a title. All right. Minnesota, last season, they went toe-to-toe with Memphis, who was competing for a championship. Minnesota finally makes the playoffs with Anthony Edwards. They go and get Rudy Gobert. Okay, they go all in. They go get Rudy Gobert. Now, this year, they want to compete for a title. Now, they ain't going to win it, but you get where I'm going with this. Okay? When the Yankees were banging their head against the wall a few years ago, we had no pitcher. We went out, we got Garrett Cole. Okay, that's what you do. When you make the playoffs, that next season, you go all in. What did the Raiders just do for Derek Carr? The Raiders were in the first round. They lost to the Bengals. They go get Davante. They go get Chandler Jones. They go get a new coach. They do everything possible to win a Super Bowl this season. What do you think Joe Schoen's going to do this offseason? He's going to do the same exact thing that I just laid out. That's what he's going to do. What did the Philadelphia Eagles do? They got a taste of the playoffs. Now they want that shit. They go to the playoffs with Jalen Hurts last year on a BS roster. They revamp it. They go out and get A.J. Brown. That's the timeline that the New York Football Giants and the boss, Joe Schoen, that's what we're working with right now. We're going to the playoffs this year. That's just going to happen. Next year, that's the year we're supposed to win. 2023 season, that's the year that we have expectations. There were no expectations this year. Me and Kyle Pizzle, we said 10 wins. Everybody else said 2 wins. So there really was no set in stone expectations for the Giants. Going into 2023, there's going to be expectations. And you don't want to go into a season with a rookie receiver as your number 1 guy because it takes a while. Unless you're Justin Jefferson or Odell Beckham Jr., it's going to take a while. Even Jamar Chase. You know what I'm saying? He was dropping balls coming out, and then he took off like gangbusters. Garrett Wilson was nowhere to be found, and then he took off like gangbusters. These rookie receivers, they normally look at Wan'Dale Robinson. He was Casper the Friendly Ghost for a month, and then he had the Detroit game. It takes a while. So what I'm suggesting is Davante Adams, who's already crying about his best friend Derek Carr getting benched, the bum that he is. Derek Carr, you stink, you trash, you sorry, and I am glorified. I feel vindicated that your sorry self finally got benched. You've been stealing money for years, and I don't know why people like you, but I digress. Okay, Davante Adams is already mad about that. He says, I didn't come to Vegas to be a Raider. I came to Vegas to play with Derek Carr. Those are his words, not mine. Why not go send the Raiders our first round pick for Davante? Why not? Why not? The Giants are in win mode now. This ain't about salary cap. I know the mentality of a Giants fan, because we've been losers for so long. The mentality of a Giants fan is save money, get rookies. We got to draft people. It's not about that no more. It's about winning, putting a team around Daniel Jones that can win. All right? They already paid a bulk of his contract because they had to give him a signing bonus. The first year under a new contract is always the biggest cap hit. They already done most of the damage. The Giants can absorb that contract. Okay? Absorb that contract. Draft another receiver to go with Wandale. So we got 2 young Thundercats learning under Davante, and we get it popping. So what we should do. Or go get DeAndre Hopkins, because I think you can get Hopkins for a second. I know, look, we know for a fact that Davante going to go for first. Davante's going to go for first. We could probably get DeAndre for a second. We could probably get DeAndre Hopkins for a second. I really feel like the Giants need to trade for their number 1 receiver. We need to trade for the number 1 guy. I want a veteran who knows what he's doing to come in and be Daniel Jones' number 1 receiver next year. And let the rookie and second-year guy, Wandale, learn under the veteran. But Daniel Jones, he's a proven guy, not no rookie, to come in and be the number 1. We're trying to win a Super Bowl next year. All right? So, I would love to see them trade for Hopkins, Davante, maybe kick the tires on T. Higgins. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think they're going to want to pay Higgins and Chase and Burrow. We might be able to kick the tires on T. Higgins, maybe. But I would love to see what the Giants. I know Joe Schoen's going to make a move for a wide receiver. I don't think that first round pick is even. I don't think it's going to be spent on a wide receiver. If you ask me today, I personally think that Joe Schoen, this is just a wild guess, I think he's going to trade for a number 1, and he'll probably use that first pick on either interior linebacker, because God knows we need one, or the best interior guard on the planet. One of the two. But I think he'll probably trade for a wide receiver, get a proven guy, and then draft a wide receiver in the 2nd, maybe 3rd round, like he did with Wandale Robinson. We're leaving that draft with about 3 receivers. He's going to draft 2 or 3 receivers, minimum. But that's just my 2 cents on it, man. Davante is disgruntled. Giants need a veteran number 1 so we can win next year. I like it. The stars are aligning, okay? This is like, we're like Scarface. We just robbed the plug, and now we see the world is yours blink, running in the sky. This is what's happening to the Giants right now, okay? But anyway, that's it. That's all. Subscribe to the unit if you're rocking with me. My name is Fist Vegas, and I approve this message.